Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be taking you guys through a full day of eating. Good forking morning. I hope you guys had such a good slumber last night. You're probably watching this at like noon and you're like, Marissa, I've been up for hours. Or you're watching it at like 6 p.m. and you're like, Marissa, my whole day has passed by. But regardless, I hope you guys had a good slumber last night. I just woke up. I am getting ready to make myself breakfast before I go to the gym. Normally, I do not eat before I go to the gym. Honestly, most of the time, it's just because I do go to the gym at like 5 or 6 in the morning, and so I don't really eat beforehand. But since I am off today, I decided I would make myself some oatmeal, get myself a little pre-workout meal in, and then afterwards I'll have more of like a bigger kind of like breakfast brunch type meal. So I'm going to whip up some oatmeal, and yeah, I'll show you guys. Just gonna take you guys through my day today, everything I eat. Y'all are gonna be in for. All right, little breakfast of the day. I got some oatmeal. It is maple brown sugar oats, and then I have some strawberries, raspberries, a little Hershey's square of chocolate, and some honey. I'm gonna eat this up with some orange juice and then carry on and get ready for the gym. Okay, besties, so I just finished up with my breakfast. So I just ate that oatmeal, and I figured I would actually track my calories throughout the course of the day for you guys. You guys already know. That I do not track my calories, I don't track my macros, I don't log anything. I haven't for a really, really long time. If you don't know already, I got into a super toxic relationship with food and exercise a long time ago because I was obsessively tracking every single thing that I ate and every single thing that I did for exercise. So I really got out of the habit of tracking all of that stuff, but it is one of my most requested things to go over. How many calories am I eating? What am I eating about this? How many calories is that? I post a lot of my food on Instagram, like my breakfast sandwiches and like some of my meals, and I do get a lot of questions about like how many calories those things are. So I figured just for the course of this video, I would log everything through MyFitnessPal. So I'll have it all like popped up throughout the course of this video, but I figured I'd also run through it with you guys now. So what I just ate, I had the oatmeal, the strawberries, raspberries. I use like vanilla almond milk to kind of like mix the oatmeal together and like bake it in the microwave. Obviously you can use water and that would be less calories, but I really just like the almond milk, so I use that in there. And then I did use that Hershey's chocolate bar, like the little square of it, and a little bit of honey. So that came out to about 359 calories for my breakfast. Right now, I kind of have my calorie goal at 2,100, not for any particular reason. Like I said, I am like not bulking, I'm not cutting. I don't really have any like specific goals. That's kind of just like where I am at right now, kind of what I had in MyFitnessPal already. So that's what I'm gonna be working off of for the course of today's video. I'm like really interested to see how I feel after eating breakfast first thing in the morning and then getting a workout in. Like I told you guys, I normally don't eat before I work out. Ideally, you would eat before you work out every single day, but just because of like the timeline and also just like how my body feels when I first wake up, I'm typically not hungry first thing in the morning. So for me, it's really difficult to like force myself to get up at like 5 a.m., eat breakfast, and then go to the gym and work out. I know that by like 7:30 when I'm done my workout, I will be starving, and that's when I really want to eat. So really, although if you have very specific goals, you should definitely be eating before your workout. It's going to fuel your body more appropriately and give your body the energy it needs to get through the workout. I also think it's super important to listen to your body. I am the type of person, for the most part, where if I was to eat a big meal and not give myself enough time, like I would have to, if I was working out like 5:30 in the morning, I would feel super sick throughout the course of my workout. I would feel just like gross and bloated and nauseous, and I don't want to do that. So I don't eat before I do, and my body responds really well to that. So I would say listen to your body, know what works well for you. While yes, eating before you work out is always going to be more ideal, it's going to give your body that pre-workout fuel that you need. It's also super key that you listen to your body, listen to the cues it's giving you, and if you feel like a flaming piece of garbage after you eat before you work out, you probably shouldn't do that anymore. Just listen to your body, girl. If your body responds well, go through like a transition period. If you want to start eating before your workout, give your body ample time to digest a little bit. So I'm going to do that, give my body some time right now, and then I'm going to get changed, make my little pre-workout concoction of the day before we head to the gym. All right, this is what I'm using for my pre-workout stack of the day. I am using both Alani Nu products. For pre-workout, I am doing Hawaiian shaved ice. This is the one with caffeine and that beta-alanine, the one that's gonna make you feel like itchy and tingly. And then we have the pump. It's a stim-free, so it won't have caffeine or any of those stimulants. And I'm doing a black cherry. So I'm gonna mix these bad boys up and we're gonna go to the gym. All right, besties, we are back from the gym. A hot fire, forkin' flames, glute and hamstring lifts. I did film the entire thing because this week I am doing a full week of workouts. So if you are interested in that workout, go head over to that video once it gets posted to check it out. Most likely this will go up before the full week of workouts, so just stay tuned to my YouTube page. Make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss it. But now we are back from the gym. Normally this is like a weird time for me because I'm not starving, but I know that if I wait until lunch, I am going to be really, really hungry. So I think I'm going to make a little like brunch, a little like second breakfast, a little like first lunch, whatever the vibes may be. But I do think I'm going to make some eggs and then maybe like a piece of toast or like half of a bagel just to kind of hold myself over until lunch. Once again, since I don't normally eat before I work out, this would typically be my first meal of the day, but I really did enjoy getting a workout in. When I had something in my stomach, I did feel like I had more energy. I did feel like I was able to push through harder throughout the course of the workout, but honestly, a big part of why I don't is just because of time. So when I am able to work out later in the day and eat something first, I definitely do notice a difference. I'm not hungry. Sometimes when I don't eat, by the end of the workout, I'm like pushing and rushing through it so I can go home and eat something. But today I didn't feel that way. I feel like I had energy the entire time to really like push myself to the max, which felt really, really good. But now I do want to refuel my body, get some food back into my system. So I'm most likely gonna whip up some eggs and then maybe a little bit of a smoothie or something like that. But I'll show you guys what I make. So let's do it. Our little like breakfast, brunch, first lunch, whatever we want to call it. We have completed it and I just finished logging all of the calories for it. So I'll pop it up here on the screen, but you guys can see I logged everything I ate, everything that I put into the eggs, the almond milk I mixed with the smoothie. I think the biggest thing with tracking that people think is so incredibly frustrating is that it can be a super, super tedious process. Like no one wants to sit there and weigh out this, weigh out that. No one wants to measure this. And at the end of the day, like it's just an estimate. Like I am not and will not measure anything throughout the course of this video unless I need it like for a recipe or something, obviously. Everything that I have entered into my fitness pal as of this point in the video have been estimates. Even though I did log like 1.5 tablespoons of peanut butter, like obviously I don't know for sure if that's the exact correct amount of peanut butter. So the calories and everything could obviously vary a little bit, but considering I'm not doing this for any particular reason, I'm not doing it to hit like very, very specific numerical goals, it really is okay if it's just guesstimates. At the end of the day, it's just more kind of to keep you accountable, to keep you to see where you're at, to see if there's areas you're lacking in, areas you're really going over in. But you guys can see this kind of like quick thing that I threw together was right about 700 calories. So honestly, of course, between eating breakfast this morning and then eating this kind of like brunch meal, I am probably going to be taking in more than I would in a normal course of a day, because in a little bit I am going to have a snack or I am going to put together, even if it is a small lunch, because I can't go from now all the way until dinner. So obviously I'm going to have to eat something, but that is okay. I'm listening to my body, listening to my hunger cues. I was really, really hungry when I first woke up this morning. So I ate a breakfast before my workout, and now I was hungry and wanted to refuel my body post-workout, so that's what I did. So right now I'm sitting a little over 1,000 calories for the day. So I'm going to kind of relax, get some work done, maybe go for a walk in a little bit, and then I'll check back in with you guys for the next thing I eat. So for lunch, you guys saw that I had a chicken cutlet and then some bow tie pasta with sauce. Those were literally just leftovers from earlier in the week when Timmy cooked dinner. You guys already know that I think lunch, not my favorite meal. It's an irrelevant meal in my mind. I really could live without it. Breakfast, y'all already know I'd live and breathe for it. Dinner, it's good because you can make like a more like complete meal. Lunch, she doesn't do it for me. She does nothing for me. I'm not about her. So for lunches, for me, the biggest way that I am able to like really get an actual and good lunch in is most of the time to do leftovers or to do a salad of some sort. Definitely in the middle of the day, I have basically zero interest in like really prepping a meal for lunch. For dinner, I don't mind when I have time to take the time and cook, or oftentimes Timmy will be the one who does cook when I'm at work. For breakfast, I really enjoy kind of whipping up like my normal staple meals that I have. But for lunch, I honestly just want to be able to quickly eat something and then carry on with my day. So for today, I just did the pasta, the chicken cutlets, and then I did have the sauce. So I'll pop up those calories and all of that information there. Once again, that is literally just a guesstimate of kind of what I had. I didn't weigh anything. The biggest thing that I can say with pasta and rice and things like that, if you are really keeping track of your calories and your macros and all of that, is to make sure that you do cooked or uncooked, depending on how you are measuring or how you are kind of like weighing and tracking all of it. Pasta and rice are two things that they have different caloric amounts if they are cooked versus uncooked. So when you are looking it up into MyFitnessPal or whatever tracking app you use, or when you're writing it down, just make sure that you are keeping that into consideration when you are logging everything. So that was my lunch for today. Most likely going to eat a snack in a little bit just because that's what I typically do. I tend to gravitate towards like veggie straws or like popcorn or kind of just whatever I'm in the mood for, honestly. So I will show you guys that, and then I'll check back in with you guys for dinner. Okay, so we are getting ready to make dinner now. It's been a little bit since the last time we have eaten. I did for snack, like I told you, I would have some popcorn, and then I did also eat a little Hershey's chocolate square again. So now I'm getting ready to make dinner. For dinner today, we are doing some stuffed peppers. So we are going to make some ground turkey, gonna cook that all up with probably honestly just like salt and pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic powder. And then we're just taking 3 bell peppers. So we got like 1 of each color, gonna slice and dice them up, and then we'll cook the meat up, and then we will just put the meat inside of the pepper, sprinkle some cheese on it, pop that into the oven, let that bake up, and we are mixing that with this like kind of like minute rice. It's like this long wild green rice. I have cooked this in vlogs before, so you guys have probably seen this. I really like these little bags of rice, mostly just because they're super quick, they're super easy. You literally pop it in the microwave for 90 seconds and then this entire bag is ready. It is nice because it does have both the per cup calorie amount on it, but also like the per pouch one. So if you were going to eat the entire thing, you do know exactly how much it's going to be. Timmy and I are most likely going to split this right in half. Last time we did this, we actually did have leftovers as well. So that was super nice, but for the most part, it's perfect for us, for both of us to eat, so that way we're able to get full portionings of that. So I'm going to slice up my peppers, start cooking up the chicken, and get dinner started. boom, dinner is done. Just like that. Stuffed pepper with ground turkey and some cheddar cheese and that long grain wild rice. Literally all done within a half hour. Love it. Okay, dinner was so freaking good. We haven't had stuffed peppers in a hot minute and they were delicious. It is also a beautiful fork and night out, so we decided to eat outside. So I just wanted to run through the calories for that meal. So obviously, once again, it is all a rough estimate, but it brought us to right around 400 calories for that dinner. Obviously, there's a give and a take, but right around 400 calories, which brings my total calories up to this point in the day, right around 2,400, which is a lot of calories. I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw that number, like I said, I haven't tracked in a decent amount of time. That was a lot more calories than I thought I was eating throughout the course of the day, but I was honest and I just ate when I was hungry. I didn't overeat. I stopped when I was full. So that is just me listening to my hunger cues. Before I wrap up this video for the day, I did want to pop in another picture on here. This is from the fitness app that kind of connects up to your phone and to my Apple Watch and all of that. I wanted to share this with you guys because I think this is really, really important in the grand scheme of how many calories you really should be eating throughout the course of the day. You can see that throughout the course of the day, I have burned right around 900 active calories, meaning calories that I was up, I was moving, I was active. However, there is also a huge component of all of that, like your basal metabolic rate, and that is how many calories your body naturally burns throughout the course of the day, just like being alive, just literally laying around doing nothing. Your body is still burning calories. So that number mixed with the amount of active calories I have burned throughout the course of the day gives me that total number of calories you see at the bottom of this picture, which is right around 2,060 calories. So right around 2,100 calories I am burning throughout the course of the day today. I felt like this was a really important thing to share with you guys because 2,400 seems like a ton of calories. It did to me, and I'm sure it does to some of you, but you can see throughout the course of the day, which is like being active, moving around, exercising, I'm burning right around 2,100 calories. So yes, that does put me as of today into like a 300 calorie surplus. But once again, since my main goal at the moment isn't losing weight, gaining muscle, nothing like that, it's just being healthy, leading a healthy lifestyle, that 300 calorie difference is not make or break at the end of the day. Obviously, if weight loss is one of your primary goals, you want to see that total number of calories burned to be more than the amount of the food that you are putting into your body. So it's all a give and a take, but I think that is so important because so often people see what they should be eating throughout the course of the day is just that number. They think, oh, I should be eating 1,200 calories or 1,600 calories because that's enough. But when you actually look at how much your body burns throughout the course of the day, it is kind of easier to see, okay, there really is a give and a take based off of how many calories you're eating versus how many calories you're burning. You can see it right here, just with my example, that although, yes, I did eat more than I burned today, for me right now with my goals, that's not that big of a deal. Obviously, if I continue to do this for days, for weeks, you would see a little bit of potential weight gain. You would see a little bit more of muscle growth, depending on how your training works as well. So it's all just something to keep in mind, but I thought that was really important to share with you guys because I think just seeing the amount of calories I've eaten throughout the course of the day can be deceiving because while yes, that is quote unquote a lot of calories, I have also burned a lot of calories throughout the course of the day. So that does contribute to that as well. So I felt like that was really important to share with you guys. At the end of the day, one of the biggest disclaimers every single time I do what I eat in a day is this is my life, my fitness journey, my eating. I am not going to tell you ever that if you eat X, Y, and Z, and if you eat my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, you will look like me. You won't, and if I followed your meal plan, I wouldn't look like you. This is just what I do throughout the course of the day. I am never going to force my way and my lifestyle onto someone else. I just find these videos to be so insightful to get new ideas, to try out new recipes. So I hope that has inspired you guys to do the same as well. So with that being said, I am going to wrap up this video here. I most likely will probably have a snack later on in the day, in all honesty. So my calories will probably be closer to like 2,500, 2,600 by the end of the day, just in full transparency. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm obviously not sure, but most of the time I do get hungry before I go to bed, so I typically have a little something. But I'm going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, if you like these what I eat in a days, please make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Y'all already know it supports my channel. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss another video that I post. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on my Instagram so you can see other fitness, health, and lifestyle content that I post on there. And I will catch you guys here next time.